Hello Seth, how you doing?
Oh, hey, what's up?
I want to ask you. 6 years ago, you won the Money in the Bank ladder match, and then you cashing in at the main event of WrestleMania 31, being one of the best moments in your entire career. And in today's, as you know, we got one more edition of this magnificent pay-per-view. And I want to ask you, what can you tell us about your victory at Money in the Bank 6 years ago, and which kind of memories of your career brings this to you?
Yeah, Money in the Bank is always a very special event on our calendar because it really signifies, in some ways, what the next year is going to look like. You know, when the guys or girls grab the contract, it almost guarantees them a WWE championship. Obviously there are some exceptions, but for the most part, those who get the contract cash them in. And so I remember going into my Money in the Bank match, knowing that if I got the contract, what the future was going to look like for me at some point. And that was a pretty special feeling. And I think pulling the contract down and looking around and knowing that I held in my hand the future WWE Championship was pretty crazy, you know. And so for a lot of these guys in these matches, first time of maybe never been WWE champion, it's really exciting. It's really something to look forward to. And it's really, this could be the biggest moment of your career up until this point. So it's a big event, and I don't think the importance is lost on us as talent.
As the Messiah of Monday Night Raw, you have set a religion on Raw with Murphy and Authors of Pain. Is there anybody that you are interested in that you want him or her to join your religion?
Oh, well, let's be careful what we call it here, but I do think that anybody who chooses to stand behind the Monday Night Messiah and asks me for help, wants to sit under my learning tree, is more than welcome. I don't necessarily have my eye on anybody in particular, as one person is not more valuable than the next. But if anybody were interested in coming aboard and asking me for help, I would be more than happy to take them into consideration based on their potential skill set. So whoever's out there and whoever needs a little guidance, I would be more than willing to look into it.
You have been in the ring with a lot of great superstars, from Roman Reigns to also Drew McIntyre, because you have faced Drew McIntyre several times in Monday Night Raw years ago. But I want to ask you about NXT. 2 weeks ago, we got the opportunity to talk with Johnny Gargano, and he said that you are one of the greatest superstars of Raw, of the Raw brand, that he would like to face. What do you think about this?
I think Johnny Gargano was extremely talented, and I appreciate the kind words. And then Johnny, the guy that I've known for well over a decade now, he and I have had battles on the independent scene, years ago in his hometown of Cleveland, Ohio. And so, we've had a couple tangos here and there. Hey. We had a couple, sorry about that, little dog barking.
No problem.
We had a couple of tangos here and there in the Royal Rumble this year. But, as far as getting into the ring and having a singles contest, it's been a long time, and we're both much different performers since the last time that happened many, many moons ago. And so I would have loved nothing more than to get in there with Johnny Gargano. He's extremely talented.
This week, Karrion Kross and Scarlett made their amazing NXT debut, and the WWE Universe in social media went mad during the show. And I want to ask you, what's your opinion about these new NXT talents?
I've known Scarlett for a very long time. Karrion is someone that I'm slowly becoming familiar with. Scarlett is from Chicago. She, came up in the Chicago Indies. I was there before she was even training to be a wrestler. I remember just this annoying little girl that wouldn't go away at the shows in Chicago, and now to see what she's turned into, it's awesome, man. It's really inspiring to see someone, who maybe I didn't see so much potential in to begin with, get to this point in her career where, she's made it to the big time. I think Karrion's got all the potential in the world. Obviously, their entrance last night was something to behold, and I'm looking forward to seeing what becomes of that. You only get one shot to make that first impression, and they did it with flying colors. So we'll see what happens moving forward for them.
And the last one, we know that Drew McIntyre's path to become WWE World Champion hasn't been easy. And is there something you have learned from McIntyre in spite of being your rival at Sunday's Money in the Bank pay-per-view?
Oh, there's always something you can learn from the person you're going into the ring with. I think that's how you get to where I'm at, is that you pick up something from everybody you're with. One thing that Drew McIntyre is not lacking, I think this is very important, is his confidence. I think, over the years, ironically enough, Drew McIntyre has self-admittedly been an insecure performer, not so sure of himself at times. And I think if you look at the man he has become, and the things that he's been able to accomplish over the past couple of years, and he's in a position where when he goes out, when he walks out the curtain with the title on his shoulder, he knows that he is the man. He knows that he is champion. He knows he is the guy that everybody is gunning for. And so I think being able to conduct yourself with that level of confidence is very important in being a champion. And so Drew is someone that I can learn how to be that on that level with him. And take that from him moving forward.
Okay, thank you so much for your time, Seth, and good luck in Money in the Bank.
Thank you.